What's up, everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here. That's the reason why people don't like crickets, besides they smell. Let me get these guys out of here so I can do this in peace. Hold on. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the Farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo. What?
That's better. Now, let's get this project started. Today, I want to put a Lexan cover on this tarantula tank to keep in the moisture and the humidity. Right now, I have a couple of small pieces on top of there, and I have a little place back here for ventilation. So what I want to do is make a whole piece. So I have a large piece of Lexan that I need to cut down to the size of this opening, and I also have these little small 1-inch vents. I'm going to put one on each side for airflow, and I also bought a knob. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to use this knob to be able to lift the whole cover off. But anyway, let me go ahead. I'm going to use the empty tank, not the full one, to make my measurements. So let me move this spider out of the way, get the empty tank down here, and start marking up some measurements. Have my empty tank up there. Let's see how this is going to work out, y'all. This piece of Lexan is pretty big. Now, in order to see what I'm doing, I'm going to have to peel off some of this. Over here. There we go. And see, I probably should just make some light marks and then go over it with a straight edge. And I have to cut out I have to make a cutout for the locking clamp here. Put that on in place. There we go. All right, move this stuff out of the way for now. this up here. Alright, I have my lines drawn out here, but I think what I'm going to have to do is cut the whole entire piece to this length first, and then I can cut off this short side here. Cut that short side off. So let me go ahead and get my Lexan cutter and start marking my line, or start scoring my line. Alright, here we go. My first attempt to snap it. You guys know I never know how many times to score this thing. Got on my safety glasses. Alright, not yet. Alright, here we go. Let's try it again. My problem with cutting this is I have several lines started. They're not in the exact same space each time. So I think this right here is something that I'll need to practice with. And I'm just gonna have to, wherever the imperfections are, I can take my rotary tool and grind it down smooth. So there's that. Okay, here we go. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, this part right here makes me nervous. I'm scared of something popping me in the face. Still not wanting to break. Boy, you see how far down I could bend that and it's still not breaking. So this stuff is really strong. Okay. Alright, a little bit more. I'm pretty confident this will be the time it breaks. At least 90% confident. Alright, here we go. It's coming. Oh man. So it broke unevenly. There's my score line. That's what I mean. Okay. Rotary tool. I'm going to get my rotary tool out. Cut that. And then I'm going to go ahead and score down this line. Yeah, this is pretty jagged, but that's okay. This can be fixed. This here can be ground down. That's not a big deal. But I need to cut this piece off here. Nice. So I've got my fine-tuned lines drawn in. I have this notch for the lock for the screen, and I'm going to use my rotary tool to cut this out. It's got like a little cutting wheel on the end, and I'm just going to go along this edge and cut all this out. Got the cutouts done. It's not perfect, but it will do. Now what I'm going to do is take a grinding stone and go around and get these jaggedy edges off and kind of clean this up a little bit. After a ton of grinding on this, it finally fits in there nice and flat. Y'all, I had to do a lot of grinding. Not gonna lie. My, oh my, oh my. All right, so my next step is to put a handle, right? I want to put a small handle in the middle. Let me show you that. This handle here, I want to put that right in the middle. And to find the center, what I'm going to do is, I still have the paper on this. I'm going to draw a line from corner to corner, and wherever that X meets, I'm going to put some hot glue on there and put that on. And if that does not work, what I'm going to do is get a screw and screw this in. This is nothing more than just a kitchen knob. It was like $2.37 from Lowe's. So I'm going to put that on there. That way I can lift this whole thing up in one piece. After that, I'm going to take a hole saw, a 1-inch hole saw, and pop these in. Now I am worried that this will not sit flat once I put these in. I'll only find out when I do it. So I think I'll put one on that side, one on this side, like so. I think that'll be hopefully enough ventilation that there's still moisture in here, but not enough to get a bunch of mold in here. If I start getting mold, I think what I'll do is put in a bunch of springtails in there to eat the mold. So, alright, let's go ahead and make our X and make our marks. Mark off to where I want to put these at. I want to try and get them as even-ish as possible. I'll probably just eyeball it or measure from the center hole over a few inches and then drill my hole. There's my center mark. It's a center mark for the knob. Now I want to measure out, we'll say 3 inches from that mark on each side. 1, 2, 3, here we go. I gotta be honest, the one thing that I am very concerned about after all of this hard work is breaking this right now. So I want to drill very, very carefully. I think what I need to do first is start this off slowly. Let me get a smaller drill bit, because this drill bit's kind of big. It's pretty big. So I think what I want to do is go with a smaller drill bit and gradually increase the size of the hole. Alright, I'll start with 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and drill both sides at the same time. I'll move up to a 9/64. All right, 3/16. Okay. Now, I'm kind of glad the battery on this is a little bit dead. That way it's not gonna, it'll go a little bit slower and not crack this and break it. All right, here we go. Very carefully. Uh-oh. Nice. Perfect. There we go. Got a nice, perfectly round hole. I really like these hole saws because they make nice clean holes. Both my holes cut out, awesome. So now, and as of yet, I still haven't peeled this paper off. I'm gonna flip this over, mark my center mark here. So I know where my center mark is. Go ahead and peel this paper off. And it's got some marks on it. It's not perfect, y'all. It is far from perfect. But I'm okay with that. I'm letting a hot glue gun get warmed up. Then I'll put a dab of glue on there. Glue on our knob. And then I'll pop these in and see how they work. And like I said, if this doesn't hold, then I'm going to use a screw. I'll drill a hole and use a screw instead. Alright, I'm going to wait about 15 minutes, let this dry, let it set up and cure for a little bit. Then we'll test these screens. Let's test the strength of this. Oh yes, perfect. Perfect. It's on there, feels pretty solid too. Happy with that. So before I put those in, I'm gonna pull the tank over and set this on there and see how it feels when I pick it up. I wish I had cleaned this up a little bit better. Oh, there we go. Like I said, y'all, this is not perfect, but it fits and it works the way I intend it to. And that's what I'm happy about. It's not pretty. It's not perfect. There's scrapes, there's scratches. Look at all those scratches on there from the grinder. And it's okay. Nobody's going to be looking or paying attention to this top. Alright, let me grab the tank. Nice. When I get ready to feed, just lift that off. Pop the lock off. Open it up. Oh, it opens up on that other side. And bam. Perfect. Alright, I got one in, and it took some effort to push that little thing in there. And the profile seems kind of low, so let's test it out. Pull this up. Set that over there. Pull this up. Here, let's see how it sits on there. Oh, yes! It doesn't affect anything. Yes! Alright, let me pop the other one in. And I'm going to tell y'all, it took some effort to get that thing in there, too. I mean, I had to push hard. Hard, hard, hard. There we go. Yes. Alright, got both my vents in. There we go, y'all. That looks amazing. You can just barely see the two vent caps up there, the profile of it. And there's the spider right there, just chilling, relaxing. Y'all, I'm so happy with the way this came out. I'm very satisfied with it. Now, it wasn't a simple thing to do with all the grinding and the cutting with the rotary tool. There might be an easier way to do this, but I did it inside. I could have used my grinder, my angle grinder. That probably would have cut this a little bit better, but I'm not sure. It might have shattered it too. So, but anyway, very happy with the way this came out. I couldn't have asked for better. Makes me happy. Another build under my belt. I've learned some things with this, and it came out great. It came out great. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.